Hello guys and welcome to video 1 of our renovation diary. We got the keys to this property at the end of March 2021, 27th of March off the top of my head, and we started the rip out instantly almost in terms of losing wallpaper, carpets, door frame, doors, skirtings, etc. So we done that the first weekend that we got the property, and then it was pretty much at that point ready for builders. Now, getting builders was fairly difficult. The builders at the minute, everyone is really busy. I think people have been sitting at home throughout lockdown, looking at their house, looking at walls, looking at kitchens, bathrooms, and just kind of deciding, we've spoke about this forever, and now let's just get it done. So, builders are absolutely rammed at the minute, which is great for them, but not great for us. So, it took a little bit of a while to get a builder, about 4 to 6 weeks. We had some builders come around and give us prices, and some turned up and kind of showed that they were interested. And then, we never heard from them again. So it is what it is. We managed to find a builder eventually, and they've done an absolutely great job, kind of this far. So they're still not finished. So let's kind of show you what they've done so far. So as you walk through the property, this is obviously an old door that will be replaced for a new front door. So as you walk through the property, here there was originally a wall and a door taking you into the kitchen. Obviously door going there into the front room. So as you walk straight through, you're presented with this lovely chimney breast. So we've taken that chimney breast out. That chimney breast ran obviously from ground floor up throughout the property, and that has benefited us massively in terms of making a change to the bedrooms. And that's, but by removing this chimney breast, it's allowed us to create what will be the third bedroom in this property, which is great. So this work isn't finished. The builders are coming back this week to install steels, etc., remove the acros and do what I need to do. So chimney breast gone, and then there was a wall that ran along here and along there, and that divided what was the wet room from the original kitchen. So as you can see straight away, the kitchen was tiny and we needed to make this bigger. We needed to open it up. Down here, through here, there's like a weird porch area, which we're a little bit undecided about what we're going to do with yet. We did think about turning that into a downstairs toilet, utility, I don't know, office, who knows, but we can cross that bridge. Right now the main aim is just to open it up, create some space, and then see what we've got to play with. So like I say, stills, there's a still going up there because two joists were sitting on that two joists were sitting on that wall, so there'll be a supporting joist, supporting still that will run along either end. That will be that great. And then here, for the life of me, I don't know what they've got to do, but yeah, they've obviously got to tidy that up and make good of that. This will be bricked in, and yeah, Bob's your uncle. The kitchen, in effect, will almost be done in terms of layout, shape, etc. And then we can start, going to the kitchen designers and getting some ideas and plans. Obviously, in terms of, you look at the ceiling, the walls, there's going to be a ton of plaster in there. We've also got a lot of the pipework in this property was surface mounted, and it's a massive eyesore. So that was hiding behind a cupboard, but if you walk through into the front room, you can see here, hidden kind of in that kind of terrible plastic sitting on the surface. It just doesn't look great. So I probably want to get that buried when we get the boiler changed. It just makes sense because it just doesn't look great to the eye. So that's downstairs. Yeah, there's not a great deal else to show you there. In this cupboard here, we've got our services. We did kind of talk about moving the services and getting that moved outside. And then that will kind of give us an opportunity to lose that cupboard there. But like I say, I'm not sure how much that'd cost. I would imagine a few grand. And is it worth it, given that we've gained this space and we'll also be gaining some space here now that that's gone? I'm not sure. We'll probably leave that as it is and just put new doors, etc. on it. So that's downstairs. As we make our way upstairs, again, same challenge. When we took the wallpaper off, the backing plaster was so light, it just fell off and crumbled. So, which I initially thought was a real bad thing, but actually, something's telling me to leave that wall exposed and make a bit of a feature out of it, clean it up, tie it up, and do something with it. I'm not sure, undecided. In terms of what was the bathroom, there was one doorway here, one doorway there, with a dividing wall. There was a toilet in here, bath and sink in there. So we're going to block this side in here. There'll be one entrance into the bathroom. And to be fair, it'll follow a similar layout with toilet, sink and bath with probably a shower on the side there. So not a great deal happening in here apart from overboarding and obviously plastering. Really lucky, to be honest with you, in this property with the windows. The windows, they're fairly new. They're actually quite nice, to be honest. The windows are good. The window sills, however, will need to be replaced because they're like these tiles, and they just look ugly and they're not very modern. Obviously, things like the old vents and etc. goes without saying, that'll all come off. And windowsill. Moving into, I suppose, where there's been a fair amount of change, and I will be careful where I stand up here, only given that, like I say, it's being held up at the minute by acros by the looks of things. Okay, so initially, what do we have? So we had a cupboard here. The back wall to that cupboard was, in effect, the chimney breast. So by losing the chimney breast, like I say, we've managed to create some space, and that will create the opening. We're going to have to move this door frame over, but that will create the opening into that back bedroom. There was originally another door that went there and a door that went there, and the initial entrance into this bedroom was through here, and as you can imagine, there was a wall that ran along, and it was just dead space, and there was also dead space here. So you can see where the white wall is on the right and the plaster to the left with the dividing wall that was there. This was completely dead space. I don't know if it was used as a cupboard maybe. Obviously it houses the boiler, which will get moved downstairs. So what we're going to do, we're going to push that wall back, and we'll have a wall built there. That will then come along. I'm going to do my best to show you this. That will then come along and we'll run up to kind of here, and obviously to the ceiling. And that's going to mean that we're going to be able to create a small, whether it's single room, office space, but that will be a lot more usable there. And then the entrance to the bedroom will be here. And as you can see, it's still a great sized bedroom. There's no problems with that at all. So that, I think, will make a lot more sense when the builders have done their work this week, and you'll see it. But the studs are going to go up, the plasterboards will be done. So that's going to be what happens there. So in terms of what is the main bedroom, there's not a great deal that's going to happen in here apart from overboarding the ceilings, obviously electrics, plastering, etc. This room's fairly straightforward. There isn't a great deal that we need to do in here. This cupboard will come off because the door is like a banana. So that will be coming off, and we'll modern that up, tighten it up a little bit. You can see here where they've removed the chimney breast. It's created all kinds of what looks like problems there, which the builders are going to sort out. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. In fact, if we have a quick look around and see if we can find out how. It looks like, actually, it's up there. So it looks like actually it's, okay, yeah. So it's where they've taken that bit of chimney breast out there. They've probably gone a bit hammer and tong with a Kango drill and taken off a little bit more than they needed to, but that's fine. They're not finished yet. We'll let them do their thing. The property is going to have a complete rewire, new consumer unit, etc. And like I say, we'll be taking that boiler out and replacing it. Apart from that, that's pretty much it. That's all I can show you at this stage. We're at a time where there's lots going on, but it certainly feels like we haven't made a great deal of progress. But when you see the before and afters, I'm sure you appreciate. We've kind of, we have got quite far with it. And once the builders have built the studs, etc., and the plastering is then ready to start, I'll be doing the plastering. I'm a fully qualified plasterer by trade. And that is what I used to do prior to jumping ship and starting a new career doing other things. But I'll be doing the plastering, so I'll show you and do some videos on that. I'm sure plastering is quite an interesting subject, isn't it? But I'll do some videos to capture some of that, overboarding, skimming, etc. But until next time, we'll wrap it up there and leave it there. Once the builders have done their thing this week, we'll then be in a position to do another video and show you round. But just quickly before I go, what I would say is if you've got any ideas around what we can do in this place, I mean, please do send them my way. Drop a comment below or send us a direct message on Instagram at JWW Property. we've never done this before, so we're not claiming to be professionals and know-it-alls. This is completely new to us, so all ideas are welcomed. And to give you an example of ideas that we've had, so like I said at the start of the video, we were talking about removing that and putting bifolds there, or do you just create an entrance into the garden, which is behind obviously the property here, and you have French doors there, maybe double French doors there, letting some light into the kitchen, because although the kitchen we've created some space, which is great, it is still fairly dark in here. Obviously appreciating there's no lights on, etc., but in terms of natural light, it's still fairly dark. So any ideas are welcome. Yeah, until next time guys, like I say, keep safe and we'll see you soon.